all your wealth as a waqf. But if you're dying and you want to put waqf, only you cannot give more than 1/3. So for example, someone is dying and worried about his kids and not having a place to live, so he gives a house. He said, this house, my house, is a waqf for the poor of my family. And he dies. He was sick. So after his death, his heirs, should they sell the house to distribute, or they shouldn't? Who said? We say, is this house equals 1/3 of his wealth, or more or less? If it's less than 1/3, then it's not. If it's more than 1/3, then yes. Alright? So very important point. Also the sunnah and the advice of the Prophet ﷺ is not to give everything away. You need to leave something for your family. As Sa'd ibn Abi Waqqas radiallahu anhu, when he asked the Prophet ﷺ to give, I want to give all my wealth, I want to give half, I'm going to give this, I'm going to give that, to the 1/3. And then the Prophet ﷺ said, إِنَّكَ إِن تَذَرْ وَرَثَتَكَ أَغْنِيَاءَ خَيْرًا مِنْ أَن تَذَرَهُمْ فُقَرَاءَ يَتَكَفَّفُونَ النَّاسِ. Okay? عَالَةً عَلَى النَّاسِ. So it's better to leave your heirs or the people after you rich, your family, يعني suffice. You don't have to leave them rich, but you leave them with something that they can depend on in their life, better than to leave them poor, that they need to beg people and become burden on other people. Okay. والوقف يجوز للإنسان أن يشترط فيه شروط. If you're going to put something as waqf, you have the right to put conditions. How to be used, who to be given to, who to be benefiting from it. And الفقهاء يعبر عن ذلك بقوله أو نص الواقف كنص الشارع. نص الواقف كنص الشارع، يعني الشارع هو الله سبحانه وتعالى. They don't say there, if I put a condition, is equal in mandation to the condition of Allah, but they say in the understanding, يعني فهم والدلالة. Anyway, فعمر رضي الله عنه لما وقف الأرض جعل وقفه في أمور تصدق بها للفقراء وفي القربى وفي الرقاب وفي سبيل الله وابن السبيل والضيف، لا جناح على من وليها أن يأكل منها بمعروف أو يطعمها صديقة. So Umar, when he put this land as a waqf, he indicated who he wants to use and who he wants the fruit of this land to benefit. He said the poor and the orphans, the masakin, fuqara, ibn sabil, the traveler, all this, and the person who's going to be in charge of it. There is no problem if he eats from it or he feeds his friend, all these things. So conditions, you can put conditions, as we said. So if you want to put a house as waqf, you can put the condition that this house only the poor of my family can use, only the poor of the Muslims, only the this is a place, a school, or somewhere for people to live, only the orphans can use, stuff like that. So you have the right to put conditions reasonably, yani. And he should make it clear what he means, what he wants, not make it ambiguous for people to start guessing. But when he is putting the conditions, he cannot put a condition for certain poor, and he cannot say for so and so and so and so, as we said. He wants to leave it general, for the poor of my family. That's it. But you do not say Ahmed, Muhammad and Ali. Okay? So very important, this point. Now, الوقف يكون كالوصية إذا كان بعد الموت. فلا ينفد إلا في الثلث. As we said, the third only you have the right in waqf. أما في حال حياته, in your life, you can give or put waqf as much as you want if you're still healthy. يعني إذا كان الشخص لديه ورثة فقراء, هل الأفضل أن يكون لهم الوقف أو من خارج الورثة؟ He has people who gonna يعني inherit him, but they're poor. They're gonna be poor. The examples we give, he has little kids, he has a wife, he has divorced daughters. Is it better to give them the waqf or to give the waqf to strangers? Of course it's better to give to those. أقربون أولى بالمعروف. Okay, it's better to give to those that you're afraid they won't find a place to live in. That's why we said the poor, because maybe if after the inheritance is distributed, they're rich, so they're not qualified for this anymore because you put that condition. Okay, so it's very important that we understand this حيثية يعني. طيب لو someone put a waqf and after a while he wants it back. Okay. يعني he puts something waqf. I put this masjid as a waqf. I build a masjid, it's a waqf. And after a few years, you know what? I want it back. Anything you dedicate and you decide to be a waqf for Allah, you are not entitled to take it back. Okay? You are not entitled to take it back. That's it. Now some of the issues of waqf. I put something as waqf. Then I realize it's not being used. يعني I brought books, مراجع, تفاسير, شروح to Masjid al-Iman. But it's been more than a year and still the same. No one touched them. Okay? No one touched them, no one reading them, no one benefit from them. Do I have the right to take them out and put them somewhere where people will read? Allahu a'lam jaiz. Some of the ulama said no, but some said yes, because the point and the hikmah is for people to benefit from it. We build a small masjid, waqf, and then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless the people and they build a bigger masjid, yani a block away from it. And now people don't pray in that small masjid, they go to the big one. Is it okay to sell that masjid? And because people are not using it anymore. So the ulama said it's okay. The difference is yani, you sell it and the money goes into the big masjid. So the money needs to be taken to be used in the same purpose that the asl was being used. So for example, masahif, or يعني masahif old, people using them over and over and over, they got old or torn apart or all that. So what do we do with this? You take them, you put them in a place where people might use them. You try to fix them, repair them, by covering them, fixing the cover, all that. If they are not usable anymore, that's the difference amongst the ulama. Some said you bury it, Imam Ahmed, and some said you burn it. But يعني Uthman حرق المصاحف. Uthman collected all the masahif and he burned them. And each have their proofs. But the point is, you have no right to take a waqf from a place where it belongs to. يعني someone who's in charge of a shura of a masjid. طيب. And they have furniture in the masjid. The furniture is getting old. So he said, we're getting new furniture anyway. Someone, so-and-so brother, may Allah bless him, donating for new furniture. So he takes this furniture and he starts giving it away to the people. He has no right to do that. because this is waqf.